Welcome back to Who Died Today USA channel. In the past few days, we have received somber news about the passing of extraordinary talents. Today's episode is dedicated to honoring their memory. Additionally, we will recap the stars we have recently lost. Before we begin, we kindly ask for your support. If this video or the legacies of these remarkable individuals have touched your life, please consider giving this video a thumbs up as a sign of respect and remembrance. Thank you.
Okay. Come on, I want to go crazy.
Today, we remember a man who didn't just perform comedy, he lived it. Lenny Schultz wasn't the kind of comedian who simply stood behind a microphone and told jokes. He exploded onto the stage, turning everyday objects into outrageous props and ordinary moments into unpredictable bursts of laughter. Audiences didn't just watch him, they became part of the mayhem, shouting, "Go crazy, Lenny," as he delivered his signature blend of absurdity and joy. Yet, what made Lenny truly remarkable was his double life. By night, he was a comedic whirlwind on The Tonight Show, Laugh-In, and the Catskills circuit. By day, he was a high school gym teacher, encouraging his students with the same boundless energy he brought to the stage. While most entertainers left their pasts behind, Lenny embraced both worlds, proving that humor isn't just a performance, it's a way of life. His impact stretched beyond his own career, inspiring comedy legends like Robin Williams and Carrot Top. He reminded us that laughter doesn't have to be polished or predictable. Sometimes, the best comedy is chaos in its purest form. And though the curtain may have closed on his time in the spotlight, his legacy remains. Because as long as people dare to be silly, to be unexpected, and to go crazy, Lenny Schultz will never be forgotten.
Together. What was it? You were in New York. What were we doing? I can't remember. But anyway, we ended up having dinner, and then we ended up coming to my house.
Jesse Colin Young was more than a musician. He was a storyteller, a messenger of peace, and a voice that resonated across generations. His music carried a warmth that embraced listeners, inviting them into a world of hope, understanding, and togetherness. With the Youngbloods, he gave us Get Together, a song that became the heartbeat of an era, reminding us that love and unity could bridge even the deepest divides. Through his soulful voice and heartfelt lyrics, he captured the spirit of a time when music wasn't just entertainment, it was a movement, a guiding light for those searching for meaning and connection. Even beyond those years, Jesse's artistry only deepened. His solo work, blending folk, blues, jazz, and rock, painted vivid landscapes of life, sometimes gentle and reflective, sometimes urgent and stirring. He never stopped creating, never stopped sharing, and never stopped believing in the power of music to bring people together. On March 16, 2025, Jesse's journey came to a close, but his voice will always remain. His legacy is not just in records or performances, but in the emotions he stirred, the kindness he embodied, and the timeless message he left behind. Each time Get Together plays, his voice lives on, reminding us that the simple act of choosing love can change the world. On March 7, 2025, the world lost a true musical visionary. Wiggins was more than just a musician. He was a storyteller, a mentor, and a guiding light in R&B. As a founding member of Toné, Toné, he helped define the sound of a generation, crafting melodies that became the backdrop to love, celebration, and nostalgia. From the tender harmonies of Anniversary to the soul-stirring It Never Rains in Southern California, Wiggins had a rare gift. His music didn't just entertain, it touched hearts and stood the test of time. With his masterful guitar work and rich vocals, he infused soul, gospel, jazz, and New Jack Swing into songs that still resonate decades later. But his impact went far beyond the stage. After Toni, Toné parted ways, Wiggins dedicated himself to nurturing young talent, shaping the careers of Alicia Keys, Destiny's Child, Her, Zendaya, and Kalani. He wasn't just a producer, he was a mentor, guiding artists with the same care and passion he poured into his own music. Even as he quietly fought bladder cancer, Wiggins remained devoted to his craft, his family, and his community. His final tour in 2023 was a testament to his unwavering love for music and his fans. Though he has left this world, his rhythm, his wisdom, and his soul live on, in every note, every song, and every artist he inspired. His legacy is not just remembered, it is felt.
I left basically because of money. My contract was up after 7 years, and I felt like
Chuck Woolery was more than just a game show host. He was a familiar presence in American homes, a voice of comfort and entertainment for generations. On November 23, 2024, he passed away at 83 in his Texas home, surrounded by family, leaving behind a legacy that shaped television history. For decades, Woolery brought warmth and charm to living rooms across the country. As the original host of Wheel of Fortune, he helped launch one of America's most beloved game shows. But it was Love Connection that truly made him a household name, guiding hopeful romantics through the joys and heartbreaks of dating with his signature wit and ease. Beyond television, Woolery was a man of many talents, a musician, a storyteller, and a devoted father. He began his career in music, scoring a top 40 hit with Naturally Stoned before transitioning to television. Though he faced difficult moments, including the tragic loss of his son Chad in 1986, he remained steadfast in his Christian faith and found strength in family. In later years, Woolery became a prominent conservative voice, engaging in political discussions that sparked debate. Regardless of personal beliefs, his true impact was in the joy and connection he brought to millions. As we say goodbye, we remember not just the host, but the man who made America smile. His presence may be gone, but his voice and legacy will continue to echo in the hearts of those who grew up watching him.
And finally we had a nice enough neighbor came over and put some air in it. And what a difference.
Bob Uecker was more than a broadcaster, more than a ball player. He was the voice of summer, the storyteller who made baseball feel like home. On January 16, 2025, at 90 years old, Uecker passed away after a private battle with small cell lung cancer, leaving behind a legacy that spanned generations. Born and raised in Milwaukee, Uecker's love for the game carried him from sandlots to the major leagues. Though his playing career as a backup catcher was modest, his sense of humor turned it into legend. He once quipped, "I had a great career, I just never got to play in it." But it was behind the microphone where he truly shined. Starting in 1971, he became the radio voice of the Milwaukee Brewers, calling games for over 50 years. His broadcasts weren't just about balls and strikes, they were filled with laughter, stories, and a warmth that made every listener feel like they were sitting beside him in the stands. Beyond baseball, Uecker became a Hollywood favorite, appearing over 100 times on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, starring in Mr. Belvedere, and delivering the unforgettable call, "Just a bit outside," as Harry Doyle in Major League. Through good seasons and bad, Uecker was always there, a comforting presence in Milwaukee's summers. Now his seat may be empty, but his voice will never fade. Rest easy, Mr. Baseball. Your stories, your laughter, and your love for the game will live on forever.
Lips been so sweet. He's gone.
Melba Montgomery was more than a country singer. She was a storyteller whose songs captured the essence of life, love, and family. On January 15, 2025, she passed away at 86 after a long battle with dementia, leaving behind a legacy that will forever be a part of country music history. Born in Iron City, Tennessee in 1938, Montgomery's journey began in the small churches of Florence, Alabama, where she first found her voice. In 1958, her talent was discovered by Roy Acuff, opening the door to a lifelong career in country music. She gained fame in the 1960s through duets with George Jones, recording timeless hits like "We Must Have Been Out of Our Minds," a song she wrote herself that became a country classic. But Montgomery was more than just a duet partner. She was a force of her own. Her 1974 hit "No Charge" touched hearts across America, a powerful song about a mother's unconditional love. She continued to make her mark, not just as a performer, but as a gifted songwriter, with her work recorded by artists like George Strait, Patti Loveless, and Travis Tritt. Her voice was rich with emotion, her music deeply personal. Even as time passed, her songs remained timeless, reminding listeners of the simple, profound truths of life. Though she is gone, her music lives on, echoing in the hearts of those who grew up listening to her. Rest in peace, Melba Montgomery. Your voice will never fade.
I want to know if you're happy.
Yeah, I'm reasonably happy.
You had to interfere, didn't you?
George, what do you...
Breaking news. Today, we take a moment to reflect on the extraordinary life and career of Larry David, a man who transformed modern comedy and left an undeniable mark on television. From his groundbreaking work as the co-creator of Seinfeld to his razor-sharp satire in Curb Your Enthusiasm, Larry David's influence spans generations. What are your favorite moments from his career? Share your thoughts in the comments as we celebrate his legacy of humor, wit, and fearless storytelling. Born on July 2, 1947 in Brooklyn, New York, Larry David had a humble beginning that shaped his unique perspective on comedy. He attended the University of Maryland, where he discovered his talent for observational humor, something that would later define his career. Before his rise to fame, David struggled as a stand-up comedian, often performing to indifferent crowds and working odd jobs to make ends meet. However, his sharp comedic mind would not go unnoticed for long. In 1989, David co-created Seinfeld with Jerry Seinfeld, a sitcom that would redefine television. The show, often described as a show about nothing, found humor in the mundane aspects of everyday life. With its iconic characters and unforgettable catchphrases, Seinfeld became one of the most successful and beloved sitcoms in television history. Larry David served as the head writer for the first 7 seasons, shaping the show's unique comedic voice and delivering some of its most memorable episodes. Following Seinfeld, David took his signature style to new heights with Curb Your Enthusiasm, which premiered on HBO in 2000. The show, known for its unscripted format and brutally honest humor, became an instant hit. Playing a fictionalized version of himself, David used Curb Your Enthusiasm to satirize social norms, personal interactions, and the absurdities of everyday life. The series ran for 12 seasons, with its final episodes airing in 2024, cementing David's reputation as one of the greatest comedic minds of his era. Despite his immense success, David's journey was not without challenges. Early in his career, he faced numerous rejections and struggled to find his footing in the competitive world of comedy. Even after the success of Seinfeld, he often expressed self-doubt and a reluctance to embrace fame. His humor, though celebrated by millions, was also polarizing. His blunt, unfiltered observations sometimes sparked controversy. However, his willingness to push boundaries and stay true to his comedic vision is what made him stand out. One of Larry David's defining traits was his ability to turn personal struggles into comedy. His self-deprecating humor, combined with his fearless approach to social commentary, resonated with audiences who saw reflections of their own frustrations in his work. Whether it was navigating awkward social situations or calling out hypocrisy, David had a way of making even the most uncomfortable moments hilarious. Larry David was also known for his personal integrity and commitment to his craft. While many in Hollywood sought to reinvent themselves to stay relevant, David never strayed from his signature comedic style. His ability to embrace his quirks and imperfections made him one of the most authentic voices in the entertainment industry. Throughout his life, David remained a private individual, despite his larger-than-life public persona. He was known for his dry wit, sharp intellect, and unwavering dedication to his work. He once joked that he preferred staying home to attending Hollywood parties, a sentiment that endeared him even more to his fans. As we celebrate Larry David's legacy, we recognize the profound impact he had on comedy and television. His work continues to inspire comedians and writers, proving that humor has the power to challenge, enlighten, and bring people together. His fearless storytelling, sharp wit, and unique comedic timing will be remembered for generations to come. What are your favorite moments from Seinfeld or Curb Your Enthusiasm? Share your thoughts in the comments below as we honor the incredible journey of Larry David. If his work has brought laughter into your life, consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel for more tributes to legendary figures in entertainment. Thank you for joining us in celebrating the legacy of a true comedic genius.
That hurt me so bad when they said that. They were all laughing, but it didn't matter. I held my head up.
Sir Lady Java was more than a performer. She was a force of nature, a trailblazer who refused to be silenced. On November 16, 2024, she passed away at 82, but her legacy as a fearless advocate and pioneering entertainer will live on forever. Born in New Orleans in 1942, Java captivated audiences in the vibrant Los Angeles nightclub scene of the 1960s and 1970s. With her grace, humor, and undeniable talent, she performed in legendary venues like Red Fox's Club, dazzling crowds and redefining what was possible for Black transgender women in entertainment. Her presence alone was groundbreaking, a beacon of possibility in a world that sought to push her to the shadows. But Java's story was not just one of stardom, it was one of courage and resistance. In 1967, when the Los Angeles Police Department shut down her performances under Rule No. 9, a law that banned transgender people from performing in clubs, she refused to accept injustice. She fought back, working alongside the ACLU to challenge the discriminatory law. Though the courts did not rule in her favor, her bravery helped lay the groundwork for future protections for transgender performers. Java's impact extends far beyond the clubs where she once performed. She opened doors for countless LGBTQ+ artists, proving that talent, determination, and authenticity could never be erased. Today, her influence can be felt in every performer who takes the stage unapologetically, in every activist who refuses to back down. The world of music lost a true legend on February 2, 2025, when Gene Barge, affectionately known as Daddy G, passed away at the age of 98. But while he may be gone, the sound of his saxophone and the impact of his contributions will live on forever. Born in Norfolk, Virginia in 1926, Barge's journey in music was one of passion, resilience, and groundbreaking artistry. He rose to prominence in the 1950s and 1960s, shaping the Norfolk sound and becoming one of the key figures in R&B and blues. His signature saxophone solos, especially on Chuck Willis's C.C. Rider and Gary U.S. Bond's Quarter to Three, became defining moments in music history. But Barge was not just a musician, he was a visionary. At Chess Records, he helped produce and arrange legendary songs for Muddy Waters, Fontella Bass, Little Milton, and many more. His work on Rescue Me, Fontella Bass, remains one of the most recognizable saxophone performances ever recorded. Later in life, Barge expanded his talents to the big screen, appearing in films like The Fugitive and Under Siege. Whether through music or film, his presence left a lasting impression. Even in his final years, he remained an inspiration, a mentor, a pioneer, a symbol of perseverance. Though his saxophone may now rest, its echoes will forever remind us of his genius.
No, I'm first. Patrick, you're getting very...
The world lost a unique and brilliant talent on January 14, 2025, when Tony Slattery passed away at the age of 65. A master of improvisational comedy, Slattery was best known for his unforgettable presence on Whose Line Is It Anyway? Swing, where his quick wit, boundless energy, and razor-sharp humor made him one of Britain's most beloved comedians. Born in 1959 in North London, Slattery's journey into comedy began at Cambridge University, where he joined the prestigious Footlights, alongside icons like Stephen Fry, Hugh Laurie, and Emma Thompson. His natural comedic flair quickly propelled him into the spotlight, landing him roles in hit films like The Crying Game and Peter's Friends, as well as numerous TV appearances on quiz shows, sitcoms, and panel discussions. Yet, behind the infectious laughter, Slattery carried deep struggles. After his departure from Whose Line, he faced mental health battles, addiction, and personal hardship, leading to years away from the spotlight. But his resilience never wavered. In 2020, he bravely shared his journey on BBC Horizon, shining a light on bipolar disorder and addiction, bringing awareness to issues so many silently endure. In recent years, Slattery found joy again, reconnecting with fans through live performances and a podcast, rediscovering his passion for comedy. His sudden passing from a heart attack was a heartbreaking loss, but his legacy remains, a man who brought laughter even in his darkest moments. Hollywood lost one of its most respected figures on March 10, 2025, when Tony Etz, a longtime CAA agent and television industry leader, passed away at the age of 64 after a courageous battle with cancer. Though he worked behind the scenes, his impact on the entertainment world was profound, shaping some of the most beloved television series of the past 3 decades. Etz's journey began in the world of made-for-TV movies, where he produced successful miniseries and films, including NBC's Jack Reed franchise. In 1994, he joined Creative Artists Agency, CAA, where he became a guiding force behind hit shows such as Lost, House, Big Little Lies, Grey's Anatomy, and Band of Brothers. His keen eye for talent and deep understanding of storytelling made him an invaluable advocate for writers, directors, and actors alike. Beyond his work in Hollywood, Etz was a passionate mentor and educator. He served as an adjunct professor at USC and co-authored Off Hollywood Movies, a film lover's guide. His commitment to fostering meaningful dialogue and leadership led to the establishment of the Etz Family Institute for Civic Leadership and Dialogue at Knox College. Despite battling a rare form of cancer, chordoma, Etz remained steadfast in his work and relationships, always carrying himself with kindness, humility, and unwavering support for those around him. His passing leaves a void in Hollywood, but his legacy of excellence, mentorship, and integrity will continue to inspire generations to come. Felicia Minei Behr passed away on March 2, 2025, leaving behind a profound legacy in television history. At 83 years old, she had spent decades shaping the stories that became a daily ritual for millions of Americans. As executive producer of All My Children, 1994 to 2002, Behr guided the show through one of its most acclaimed eras, introducing compelling storylines that kept audiences captivated. She also played an essential role in the success of As the World Turns and Guiding Light, ensuring these beloved soap operas thrived for generations. But Behr's influence extended beyond ratings and scripts. She was a mentor, a leader, and an advocate for storytelling, nurturing new talent and ensuring that daytime television remained a space for deeply human, emotional narratives. She understood that these shows were more than entertainment. They were a reflection of life itself, connecting with viewers through love, loss, and triumph. In an industry where change is constant, Behr faced challenges with grace and determination, balancing tradition with innovation. Her ability to reinvent yet honor the essence of long-running series is what made her a true visionary. Though she is gone, her legacy lives on in the stories she shaped, the careers she inspired, and the millions of viewers who found comfort in her work.
Happening of war evermore, so famine.
On February 21st, 2025, the world lost Bill Fay, a musician whose songs carried the weight of time, reflection, and quiet wisdom. At 81 years old, he left behind a body of work that, though overlooked in its early years, grew into a beacon of solace for generations who found themselves drawn to its depth. Fay's music was never about fame. His first two albums, Bill Fay, 1970, and Time of the Last Persecution, 1971, faded into obscurity upon release. Dropped by his record label, he spent decades working odd jobs, a fishmonger, a groundskeeper, a fruit picker, but he never stopped writing songs. Then, in the 1990s, something remarkable happened. His music was rediscovered. Artists like Wilco, The War on Drugs, and Pavement championed his work, introducing a new generation to his heartfelt compositions. His song Be Not So Fearful was covered by Jeff Tweedy and even featured in The Walking Dead. Slowly, the world came to understand what Fay had known all along. His music had a place, even if it took time to find it. Despite his resurgence, Fay remained a private, humble man. He released new albums, including Life is People, 2012, and Countless Branches, 2020, but shied away from the spotlight, performing live only once in his lifetime. Even in his final months, Fay was working on new music, proving that creativity never fades. His label, Dead Oceans, hopes to complete his final work, a fitting tribute to a man whose songs whispered truths that the world eventually stopped to hear. Betsy Arakawa, a gifted classical pianist and the devoted wife of Hollywood legend Gene Hackman, passed away on February 2025, leaving behind a legacy of love, dedication, and quiet resilience. She was 82. Though she largely stayed out of the limelight, Betsy was a profound presence in the life of those who knew her. As a pianist, her artistry reflected a deep understanding of emotion and beauty. But beyond her music, she was best known for her unwavering support and companionship to Hackman, standing by his side for over 30 years. Their love story was one of uncommon devotion. They met in the 1980s, when Hackman was already an established actor. Despite the vast world of Hollywood, Betsy chose a life of privacy and serenity, finding fulfillment not in fame, but in the simple joys of love and companionship. As Hackman stepped away from the spotlight, Betsy remained his anchor, ensuring his final years were filled with peace and dignity. Tragically, she passed away the same day as her beloved husband, their journey in life ending as it had been lived, together. Her cause of death, hantavirus pulmonary syndrome, was a rare but devastating illness. Betsy Arakawa's legacy is not one of grand public gestures, but of deep, personal connections. She embodied the quiet strength of a woman who loved deeply, cared selflessly, and lived with grace. Though she is gone, her story will be remembered by those who cherish the enduring power of love and loyalty.
Carter Slade.
Breaking news. Sam Elliott, a timeless icon of the American West and Hollywood's enduring cowboy. Few actors have embodied the essence of the American West quite like Sam Elliott, with his deep, resonant voice, rugged charm, and unwavering authenticity. He has become one of Hollywood's most beloved figures. For more than 5 decades, Elliott has captivated audiences with his compelling performances, leaving an indelible mark on the entertainment industry. How would you rate Sam Elliott's impact on Hollywood? Share your thoughts in the comments as we explore his remarkable journey, his iconic roles, and his enduring legacy. Born on August 9, 1944 in Sacramento, California, Elliott grew up with a passion for storytelling and the Western genre. His deep admiration for legendary actors like John Wayne and Gary Cooper fueled his dream of making it in Hollywood. Despite facing skepticism about his ability to break into the industry, Elliott remained steadfast. He moved to Los Angeles in the late 1960s, determined to forge his own path. His breakthrough came in 1969 with a small role in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, marking the beginning of an extraordinary career. While he initially struggled to land lead roles, his perseverance paid off. Over the years, Elliott built a reputation for playing characters that embodied strength, integrity, and quiet resilience, qualities that made him a natural fit for westerns and action films. Elliott's filmography is a testament to his versatility and unwavering commitment to his craft. He first gained widespread recognition in Lifeguard, 1976, where his performance showcased both depth and charisma. From there, he solidified his status as a Western icon in films like The Quick and the Dead, 1987, and Tombstone, 1993, where his portrayal of Virgil Earp remains one of his most celebrated roles. One of Elliott's most memorable performances came in The Big Lebowski, 1998, where he played the Stranger, a mysterious cowboy who added an extra layer of wisdom and humor to the cult classic. His ability to bring gravitas to any role was further highlighted in A Star is Born, 2018, earning him an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor. His portrayal of Bobby Maine, a supportive yet conflicted brother, resonated deeply with audiences, proving that Elliott's range extended far beyond westerns. Despite his success, Elliott faced obstacles throughout his career. Early on, he was often typecast due to his distinct voice and rugged appearance. However, rather than allowing Hollywood to define him, he embraced his strengths and turned them into assets. He took on roles that played to his unique qualities while continuously seeking opportunities to showcase his depth as an actor. His transition from supporting roles to leading performances did not come easily, but Elliott's perseverance and dedication never wavered. He refused to conform to industry expectations, choosing instead to stay authentic to himself. This commitment to honesty and integrity has not only endeared him to fans, but has also earned him the respect of his peers. Unlike many Hollywood celebrities, Elliott has maintained a relatively private life. He has been married to actress Katharine Ross since 1984, and their enduring relationship stands as a testament to love and commitment. While many Hollywood marriages falter, Elliott and Ross have built a strong foundation rooted in mutual respect and shared values. Elliott has always prioritized family over fame, choosing to keep his personal life away from the public eye. He credits his wife and daughter with keeping him grounded, and their support has been instrumental in his ability to navigate the challenges of Hollywood with grace. In an industry that is constantly evolving, Elliott has remained a symbol of consistency and authenticity. His unwavering dedication to his craft, combined with his ability to connect with audiences across generations, has solidified his place as one of Hollywood's most revered actors. Even as he ages, Elliott continues to take on meaningful roles, proving that talent and charisma have no expiration date. His legacy extends beyond film and television. He represents resilience, humility, and a commitment to storytelling that transcends time. As we celebrate Sam Elliott's incredible journey, we are reminded of the power of perseverance and staying true to oneself. What are your favorite memories of Sam Elliott? Share your thoughts in the comments and let us honor the man, the myth, and the legend together. If his story has inspired you, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more tributes to Hollywood's most beloved icons. Thank you for joining us in celebrating a true American legend.